Hello and welcome to Warcraft Daily for today, the 1st of January 2014. So, it's a new year, and we're going to start it off with a bang. We have a rather controversial topic. This comes to us via Polygon, and really, this is just one topic, but I suppose with two sides to it. Blizzard have recently sent around a survey, and the first question on the survey is, what do you think is a fair dollar value for a boost to level 90? And then the second is asking if players would like to participate in a second annual pass. I'm going to split this up into two different sides, but first of all, let's talk about the boost. I am going to withhold my answer to their question on the valuation because I just haven't really came up with a solid number yet, although I'm pretty sure that whatever they will go with will be a little bit too expensive for my taste, just based on the pricing for pets and mounts. Now, first of all, it is worth remembering that mounts cost $25 and pets cost $10. The important question is whether Blizzard are going to differentiate the premium cosmetic pricing, like mounts and pets, and then with actual gameplay things like a level boost or a character transfer or things like that. If they don't, then the level boost is probably going to be over $25, because really it is hard to say that a mount and a near max level character are the same thing. I can't see them going for less, but I could definitely see them going for more, perhaps from $30 to $40, something crazy. Like, they do really charge for their extra services. It's kind of scary, actually, how much they charge for them. And if they do make this distinction between cosmetic and then gameplay things, then I'd say probably in around the $20 to $25 mark it would make sense. That's probably where they'd go. But still, it is a bit of an issue. This whole differentiation between gameplay things and cosmetic things is a touchy topic, and really the one sticking point is gameplay. A level boost does affect gameplay in quite a few ways. First of all, there is just the fact that you skip levels. You skip gameplay, and I suppose this means that people with more disposable income will be able to potentially have more high-level characters. Of course, everyone can still have the same amount of high-level characters, it's just that one person is going to have to put in many times more effort to get that. So the important question is, does this provide them with an advantage? Because I guess that's what really matters in the end. Well, it provides them with an easier access to an advantage. They will have quicker access to the perks provided by garrisons and professions. What remains to be seen, though, is how these will play out in Warlords of Draenor, and how much of a cross-character benefit they provide. We can't really say for sure that this provides easy access to an advantage, because we don't know what that advantage could be, but there is absolutely a risk of this happening. So it's kind of like a thin ice sort of deal, I suppose. I don't really think that it would be a large advantage, really whatever happens, but I think that when we are dealing with so little information, it turns more into an argument based on principle, rather than one based on solid facts, because we honestly just do not have the facts. Personally, I would rather not have this be in the game, because I feel like there being a gameplay differentiation between players who have a lot of disposable income and those without is a bit of a sticking point, personally. Like, one of the things about MMOs is that everyone comes in and they're absolutely equal. Bar, okay, a cosmetic mount, but does that really matter? No. So it's a bit weird having that from a gameplay perspective. It's also going to be kind of odd having the days of that person who has 6 or 7 max level characters and just everyone being kind of like, whoa, you played a lot of this game, well done, because they have access to a lot of gameplay there. That's not really going to be as special, I guess. Now, that said, how many people are going to spend like $200 to $300 boosting their account to level 90? I don't think that many. Another interesting thing that this sort of speaks to is that they were actually planning on having, level boosts, not level boosts, experience boosts in the in-game store. And this, I don't know if this is a thing that's live in Korea, but that's at least where they were testing it on the PTR. Now, if you can buy characters, then I really doubt that, well, either the characters would be very expensive, or it would just make no sense to also offer a leveling boost. I mean, okay, from level 90 to 100 they can have the level boost, but that is designed to be a, and I quote, fast-paced romp through zones, so does there really need to be an XP boost there? I don't particularly think so. So maybe this is saying that some of the boosts, like the lesser charms and the XP, are going to be more of a Korean thing. Well, Korean or Chinese thing, because that does fit the way they play over there far more, and it fits the existing business model a lot more than it does here. So, Oh, yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. I guess it's definitely going to be a touchy topic. And, yeah, let's just move on to the annual pass. Maybe I'll do, like, a full discussion video on this issue at some point, but I'm not really sure if I would actually be able to have enough material to talk about. Anyway, annual pass. So, this was done a while back, and basically you would commit to a year of a World of Warcraft subscription, and in turn you would get Diablo 3 for free, along with some in-game items like the Tyrael's Charger Mount. For those of us who played World of Warcraft, it was pretty good, since we could just get extra stuff for the same price. You would, of course, lose the flexibility to drop out of World of Warcraft whenever you wanted because it was some kind of contract, though I'd imagine that you could probably get out with a bank chargeback on your credit card, but that would almost certainly get you banned from World of Warcraft. Also, people with special circumstances, I guess, could probably get out, like if you were in crazy debt. I'd assume you could send customer service, like, some of your bills and just say, hey, guys, I can't do this. But, yeah, so the annual pass, really, as long as people don't commit to it when they shouldn't, it's usually a good value proposition. It gives committed players good value, and it was good for World of Warcraft subscription numbers. Though, would it have maybe had much long-term benefit from World of Warcraft subscription numbers? I'm not particularly sure. Still, I'm not really against this. So, what would we get, bar the usual mounts, pets, and that kind of thing? Well, we could of course get access to other Blizzard titles. Now, I know that Diablo 3 has no auction house, so the only thing that they would be making money with on Diablo 3 is the boxed purchase. So that means that, do they want to use Diablo 3 to drive the monthly World of Warcraft revenue, or do they want people to use that boxed purchase since they can no longer rely on making auction house money? Hard to say, but really the question is the certainty of a full year of World of Warcraft subscription worth losing the Diablo 3 box price? Then also, of course, it would have to include Reaper of Souls. So that's like, what, $30, $40 on top of maybe $20 for the base game. That's maybe 4 months of World of Warcraft. So if, on average, the World of Warcraft player only subscribes for 8 months of a year, they're not really gaining or losing much. But if they were to only subscribe an average of 6 months and then went into this program just so they could get Diablo 3, then Blizzard would be turning a profit on it. So I suppose that kind of makes sense. It's really just one of those weird business decisions. StarCraft 2 could certainly be in there, but honestly, I like getting more people into that franchise would be really nice before the final expansion comes out. But the problem with StarCraft is that it's a very different audience from World of Warcraft. Now, I personally really like StarCraft, and I was actually, I think I was in Diamond League at one point back in Wings, and back in the very first. It wasn't an expansion, just the base game. But there really isn't much bleed over from World of Warcraft to StarCraft. StarCraft's far more twitchy. It is a game with a ridiculous, its skill cap is ridiculously higher than World of Warcraft. That's not me trying to sound elitist, that's just the fact. And honestly, it's that ridiculously high skill cap that makes the game kind of hard to get into, I guess, and it also makes it rather stressful. Like when I was playing ladder, it was stressful when you lost, but when you won, it felt absolutely fantastic. So, like, StarCraft 2 is a fantastic game. I just don't really think that it would be bundled in with with an annual pass. Now, if they were to make a Blizzard subscription, so maybe it's a few dollars more a month and you get everything Blizzard, then that would make sense, I guess. Anyway, so they could also go the route of giving you in-game things. Perhaps we get some credit we can use towards mounts, pets, a level boost, or that kind of thing. But, yeah, they are kind of limited. It's either in-game shit or other Blizzard titles, or a mix of both. Personally, I'd like a mix of both, because as a customer, I want the best value for my annual pass if I were to do one. Now, of course, there is also the whole thing that the annual pass would be kind of great. Actually, also one thing I should mention. The annual pass could include the Warlords of Draenor box. Because you've got a person solely playing Warcraft for a year, so why not get them into World of Warcraft, into Warlords of Draenor, and then have a guaranteed year of their subscription being on your number. From a pure business sense, it is quite good for maintaining a relatively high subscription base for a long time, especially because the people, just the regular people who get the annual pass for Warlords would be in there for a year. Then anyone else who rejoins or just starts WoW for Warlords of Draenor, they're added, so it could definitely lead to an increase in subscribers, at least from a metric standpoint. Maybe after a few months that wouldn't be from a sort of amount of hours people put into the game standpoint. But anyway, I don't really know what they should do, but what I do know is that if it's done right, it could offer a fair value to both sides of the deal, and then it would just be a good thing. You just really need to be 100% that you are okay with committing to a year of World of Warcraft. And personally, it's a no-brainer for me because of YouTube. Even if I wasn't like playing World of Warcraft a lot, I still need to get into the game to get footage and do things, so yeah, it just makes sense. Anyway, that's it for today's show, a little bit more of an information-packed one. Hopefully Blizzard will get back in the office soon, start giving us news, and then give us Warlords of Draenor beta keys. I'm not really too sure if I'll be able to get one, honestly, because okay, 12,000 subscribers is nice, but a lot of this is about contacts and stuff like that, so I need to find contacts at Blizzard. Either that, or I'm going to see if I can just, like, I don't know, say, I'll give £80 to whoever gives me a key, and then just get one from the audience, but, yeah, that's my big concern in going forward in the years. How do I get into this damn beta, because those initial betas are damn hard to get into. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and do be sure to let me know what you think about these more business-orientated decisions.